Hey family, happy Monday. Today I want to talk to you about love. Specifically, I want to explain the different types of love, as well as give you a little bit more context or understanding of what agape love actually is. In reading about this today, I actually learned something that I didn't know, which is not surprising, but yes. I also wanted to read to you a Bible verse about love that's one of the more well-cited or well-known verses. So let's get started. In case you didn't know, the New Testament was originally written in ancient Greek, which is why many people refer back to the Greek meaning of words when studying the New Testament. And that's exactly what we're going to do here today. Ancient Greek distinguishes between 4 types of love. These are Eros, Philia, Storge, and Agape. The first type of love is Eros, and Eros is the passionate or erotic love. The second type, Philia, is love between friends and equals. It's also known as brotherly love or platonic love. Storge, the third type, is a love that parents have for their children. And the fourth type, Agape, is often known as the highest form of love. It's the love of mankind. And in other words, it's the type of love that God has for humans and a reciprocal love that humans have for God. A classic example of agape love is given in John 3:16, which states, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." This is why agape love is known as selfless love. But something I didn't know until today is that agape love is also interchangeable with the word charity. At first I was surprised by this, but after thinking about it, it actually makes sense. When Jesus was asked by the disciples which of the commandments was the most important, he summarized them as the following. Number 1, love the Lord God with all of your heart. And number 2, love each other as you love yourself. This implies a certain level of selflessness and charity in that when your neighbor needs something, you should aim to be generous with him or her and help them. Before we go, I want to read to you from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 through 13. And as I do, I want you to think about this description in the context of agape love or charity. "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up. It does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. Is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love never fails. But whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect has come, then that which is in part will be done away. When I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know, just as I also am known. And now abide faith, hope, love, these 3. But the greatest of these is love." Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something today that you can take with you and use to improve the way that you love yourself, love others, and love God. I appreciate you and hope that you have a wonderful week ahead, and I will talk to you soon.